This is Craig Delger with an overview of the best duffel bags for gearbar.com. I had the opportunity to use several different duffel bags, and I've selected a couple that are award winners. The bag that I selected as being my favorite is the Mammoth Cargon series of duffel bags, and I now own them in 3 different sizes, the 90, the 110, and the 140 liter. And then the most popular of all the duffel bags is the venerable base camp duffel bag from the North Face, and I'll show you a 12-year-old version that's been around the world, and we'll compare it to the brand new version. In this introductory video, or this overview video, I just want to point out some of the features that I think you should consider when looking at a duffel bag, and then I'll have individual reviews for some of the higher rated or more popular duffel bags, and all those can be found over on gearbar.com, along with a complete article that I wrote up where I show you all the features side by side. Of all the equipment that I own, duffel bags are probably my best investment. I use them more than probably any other piece of equipment, and I use them over a longer period of time than I do any other piece of equipment. Tons of utility with the duffel bag, relatively low price, very durable, and you're just going to get a lot of use out of them. Let's talk about some of the features I look for. I tend to categorize duffel bags into 2 different areas for my own personal use. The first is going to be a duffel bag that's going to go overhead in our vehicle, in our roof rack or our roof box, Yakima box, etc. For those bags, I like a long, narrow bag that's very durable, meaning it has a polyurethane coated fabric on it, and I don't like a lot of external straps, lash points, etc., because they just get caught up on things like ski brakes, ski poles, or make it difficult to kind of slide them in between the opening on that roof box. My favorite bag, and I own numerous of these, is the Millet Expedition duffel. Unfortunately, I don't think Millet makes these anymore, so if I find a good replacement, I'll make sure and put it in my article that I wrote over at gearbar.com. The reason I like this bag is its long, narrow shape. This is a 120 liter bag. There's no exterior pockets, there's no backpack straps, there's no lash points, just a nice big opening, durable polyurethane fabric, and just really clean, minimalist design. There's one pocket inside. So I like a bag that has some water resistance, not waterproof, it's not going underwater, but water resistance because it is going to be outside the vehicle in the roof box. The second category of bag I look at is a bag that's going to be primarily inside a vehicle, and so I like the Mammoth Cargon series of bags for that. They don't use a polyurethane coated material on the upper. The bottom of the bag is a really durable polyurethane coated material. What I like about these bags is they have a rectangle shape, and so it makes it easier for me to pack them in the back of the truck, stack them on top of each other, etc. We drive a Sequoia right now for most of our road trips, so I can stack these on top of each other, open up the rear lift gate, and they all don't come tumbling out, which is what was happening with a lot of the round duffel bags that we were using. I'm not as concerned about water resistance on these bags because they are inside the vehicle. So what I do like about these is because these usually come into the hotel rooms with us, or if we're on our river trips, they come up to the camp with us, is lots of pockets. These have 2 exterior pockets, 1 interior pocket. I like a large opening. I prefer a D-shaped opening on these bags, and I'll talk about the type of opening I prefer for a waterproof duffel bag, but there's a couple different storage compartments on the lid of this bag. So the lid opens up nice and wide, you can pull the lid out of your way, get down in there, you can keep more frequently accessed stuff in your side pockets or in this top lid. I'll talk real quickly about the North Face Base Camp duffel. This is just a really good all-around bag. They're readily available. You can usually find them on sale. You can use gearbar.com to find the lowest price. It has a slight rounded shape, not as bad as some that I've seen, and just, you know, they haven't changed this bag in 12 years. Shane brought in his that he's had all over the world on hunting trips up to Alaska, etc. And you can see after 12 years of heavy use, yeah, it's getting a few minor holes in it, but these bags just hold up really, really well. That's testament to this polyurethane coated fabric that they use. The other thing you want to look at is I've seen several less expensive duffel bags. They're usually made out of less durable material, and they use smaller zippers. Every one of the duffel bags I checked and evaluated is using a size 10 coil zipper. That's a big, beefy zipper. What I like about this fabric and what I like about this fabric, since we're talking two different fabrics, this is your ballistic fabric. It's durable. It's not going to be as durable, dirt resistant, water resistant as the polyurethane coated is, but it is softer and it's more flexible, so that if you are stuffing the bag into cramped areas inside your vehicle, etc., these will pack a little bit better into a something like the back of the trunk of a car, the back of a truck, etc. These are more rigid material. You can't cram them into as confined of a space as easily as you can bags out of this material. Coming in at number 3, and another very popular duffel, is the Patagonia Black Hole Duffel. And I'll give you a complete in-depth review on this. But for this overview video, I just wanted to show you this one real quick. So Shane's North Face duffel bag was 12 years old. This duffel bag is at least 15 years old because it's still made out of PVC, which Patagonia stopped using in 2000. So when we do the in-depth review of the Patagonia Black Hole, I'll contrast the new version to this first generation version, which I think is kind of fun. Last thing I want to talk about is water resistant duffels. C-Line makes a range of really good water resistant duffel bags. I have links to those over on my article at gearbar.com. If I am going to go with a waterproof or highly water resistant bag, I prefer a roll top enclosure. The reason I prefer a roll top enclosure is they're more reliable than the waterproof or water resistant zippers, and they're easier to operate. This bag opens up nice and wide. You can get down in there, find your equipment that you're looking for, and just easy to roll back up even if your fingers are cold and wet. So that is my overview of the best duffel bags. If you look below, I'll put links to individual reviews for individual duffel bags, and be sure to head over to gearbar.com to read the article and see all the features and specifications for these duffel bags side by side. Thanks for watching.